In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a sales funnel fast for beginners coming up. Hello everyone and welcome. So in this video, I'm going to be designing a sales funnel fast for beginners. But before I get started, I'd like to remind you that if you buy cart flows using my affiliate link in the video description below, I'm going to give you access to my sales funnel mastery course, a course that teaches you how to build sales funnels on WordPress. All right, so with that out of the way, let's dive in and let me show you how to build a sales funnel fast for beginners. All right, so we're going to start off here by taking a look at my basic WordPress website. So the very first thing you need to do actually before you go into WordPress is to make sure you have one of these three items. So let's talk about the first thing. So the first thing is the product. If you don't have any products, then it's going to be pretty much difficult to build sales funnels, okay? The next thing you want to have as well is a service. So in fact, let's go back to the product. So the product could be a physical product. It could be maybe you're selling supplements. It could be maybe you're selling mice, or you're selling anything that you can sell online. So that's where you would start incorporating these sales funnels. It could be that you have a service. So let's say you do consulting, or maybe you're a dentist, it's a service-based business. Those type of things, you can also include funnels in that. So a use case could be maybe you run a small dentist practice and you want to get more customers through the door. So your strategy could be, all right, so let me just do a free checkup, right? So you have your landing page. Everywhere people sign up for the free checkups, and then while they are there or before they move on to the next step on your website, you can then upsell them to something else. Perhaps maybe it's 20% off on the fillings or something like that. So these are just random ideas that I'm just bringing through, but as you can see, it's all about upsells, downsells, and creating a nice checkout system. Okay, so that's a service-based business. It could be maybe you're a fitness consultant, so you can have consultancy online through, let's say, Zoom calls. And let's say for the first 30 minutes, you could be free. But if they want to have more hours, you can give them a discount when it comes to upgrading or just before they check out. Now, while we're on that as well, these funnels can be used on courses. So let's say you have an online course website. You may have, let's say, a free course to start off with, and then upsell them to a paid course. And this is how the funnel is actually working. So you do need to have a product. You also need a service. Or let's say you want to use your cart flows as a lead generator. Again, you can also use that. As I mentioned before, you can start off with giving away a free product in this case, and then upgrade them to or offer them a paid product after they've signed up for the free product. So this is how you can use your funnels. Now, there are popular plugins or services out there, like for example, ClickFunnels or Kartra. They do a similar job. But the reason why I prefer this setup here is because everything is happening on our WordPress website and it's very, very easy to set up. So let's talk about the tools that enable us to create this and make it happen. So first of all, you're going to need WordPress, and then you're going to need WooCommerce. Now, these two are absolutely free, which is fantastic. So the only paid product here is cart flows. And as I mentioned earlier on, if you buy it using my affiliate link, you're going to get access to my sales funnel mastery course, the course that teaches you how to create your funnels on WordPress. Okay, so if you want to go a bit fancy, you can also add in a page builder here. But of course, perhaps most of you that are already building WordPress websites, you already have a page builder. It could be Divi or Elementor or Brizy or whatever it is. This also works really well. Cartflows has all the templates that you need for all of that. All right, so now that I've shown you or just given you an idea of what you need to get started, let's dive in now onto the website and let me show you how to set all this up. Okay, so I mentioned WooCommerce. Again, I've already gone ahead and I've installed WooCommerce here. So here we mentioned that we need to have a product or service or lead gen. So let's just add a basic product here. So I'm going to come over here. Let's just take a look at what products I have. So I have these products that I created. So let's add a new one. So this is the process of adding a new product. It's very, very straightforward. So we give a product a name. So let's say this product here is, let's say, fitness training. Okay, so this is where perhaps maybe you want to get some advice on some fitness program. So this is the actual product or the actual service. Okay, and then what you want to do is just to scroll down here and just make this virtual. And then let's give this a name and a price. So this is going to be $97. Okay. Now all these other items here, you don't even need to touch. All you have to do now is to hit publish, and that's our main product. So here we've covered this item here, the product or the service. Okay. So now that we have this, now take a look here. It's free training call that we need to create the funnel for. Now we need to decide how we're going to do this. Do we need to upsell? Do we need to downsell? Do we need to add a basic checkout with an order bump? So this is what we need to decide beforehand, and I'll show you how to put all this together. All right, so now that we have this fitness training call as our main product, let's head over now to cart flows and create our funnel. So over here, you can just hover over cart flows, click on flows, and this is where now you want to add your funnel. So if you click here on add new, these are the basic templates that you get with this product. So you can go ahead and let's use this one here. I'm just going to hit import. And by the way, you can create your own, which means you can just go in and design all your designs from scratch. Now here I use Divi, but of course this works with Gutenberg, which means if you don't want to use any page builders that are out there, you can just go in and use the existing WordPress blocks. All right, so let's call this fitness call. Now this is the landing page. So I'll show you in a moment what the landing page looks like. So the next step now is to go and assign the product. Okay, so this is where we need to assign the product on the checkout page. So I'm just going to hit update. And then I'm going to go back to the checkout page here and add our product. So to do that, you just want to click here on edit. Now, since this is using a page builder, we can go further in and design that landing page. But the most important thing here is to add our product. So here it's the fitness training call. There we go. All right. So that's our product. Now, let me just click update. I want you to see this page, okay? So that you have an idea of what this looks like. So I'm going to open this in a new tab. So here you can see this is our fitness training call. It has been added. Here's a price. But we have quite a lot of things happening here, okay? We have this coupon code. We have all these items we need to fill in here. So we don't need all of that. And this is where now we need to go to the checkout design. So over here on the checkout design, I can decide to either have a 2-column or single column or a 2-step checkout. But you know what? I'm going to leave it as that. And over here, we can also adjust our primary color. All right. So let's go to the checkout field. So here is where we can, you see where we have this coupon code. We can disable it if we need to, but it's ideal in those situations where maybe you have a promotion and you'd like to give away your coupon code. Maybe it's a Black Friday, you have a special deal, and they can add their coupon code here and apply it, and then that'll give them their discount on this checkout page. So it's a really cool feature. But for now, we're going to disable the coupon field, enable additional field. Let me show you what that is. So this is the additional field. So let's say you are posting something or you're selling something, physical product. You may want to add additional notes here to say, hey, when you deliver this, you need to deliver it with a neighbor if I'm not there, or something along those lines, okay? Or it could be a specific instruction that you may want to add here on your order notes. But in this case here, because our product here is not a physical product, I am going to disable that field, and then I am going to, in fact, you know what, let me save here so you can see all these updates in real time. Right, so now that I've updated that, I'm just going to refresh the page so you can see what has happened so far. So you're going to notice that the coupon here has gone, and also the additional item here has also gone. All right, so back over here, now let's go in and enable text field editor. So this is where we can go in now and disable all the fields that we don't need. And the fields I'm disabling here are all these fields here, country, address, and so on. So I'm just disabling them here, clicking on the eye icon so we don't see them. And now all we're left with is the first name and email address. And then I'm also going to go here and make this 100%. So I'm pretty much happy with that. I'm going to hit update. And now notice what happens now on our checkout page. And this is why I really love working with cart flows. So if I refresh now, we're now going to have a simplified version of our checkout page. So as you can see, we only have first name, email address, and then the order, right? So remember, I was back over here on the checkout design, and I did say you can go with a two-step checkout. So let's see what happens if I do that. So if I click update, now on my checkout page, when I refresh, you notice that we have a two-step checkout. So we have the first stage where they enter their name and email address. And then over here, this is where they go to the payment and order. And by the way, these buttons here can be changed. It's very straightforward. You can just come over here to your primary color and select your color. I'm gonna hit update, and I'll show you how quickly you can update that. Okay, so now that I've changed my colors, I'm just going to refresh this, and there we go. I've changed my colors, and I can also go in here and customize this text. I can also customize the button here, what it's saying, and so on. All right, so moving on, the next step now is to pretty much head over here to our order bump. So this is where you can enable the order bump, and you can also customize what you want to say here on the order bump, but you have to also make sure that you have the product that you need to add the bump to. So you don't want to have an order bump here without the actual product. So you want to make sure you create the product, and this is where you would add it, and this is where you would search for the product. Okay, so that will be your upsell. You also have the opportunity to add a checkout offer as well. And this is the stage before the user or the customer goes to PayPal or Stripe. So that's the stage where it says, hey, before you go, I also have this offer, blah, 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 blah. And this is where you design it. So you can add your title here, your subtext. You can go into and add your description. And if you have a discount for that offer, you can come over here and add your discount type. So here you can add a percentage. So let's say it's a 20% discount. You can come over here, add 20, and then it will calculate the 20% discount here. And that is how you complete your checkout. Now, let's head over back to the flow, and I'm just going to leave that. So here on the flow, remember, this is all about sales funnels. So we want to talk about the upsells and downsells and so on. And this can be added very easy on the actual funnel itself. And I'm going to show you in a moment how to add that. All right, so here I am on my funnel that I've just created. So if you want to add a brand new step, you can just click here on add new step. And notice that here we can add a downsell. We can also add an upsell. So we have several pages or steps that we can add to our sales process. And this is why it is really cool the way Cartflows has laid things out. So let's say you want to drag things. You can just drag them here to change the order. But of course, you want to make sure you maintain the right order. So you want to, if we take a look here, we can see the first step is the landing page, and then they go to the checkout page, and then they go to the thank you page. So if you want to add an upsell, the upsell would come over here. And if there's a downsell, you can also add your downsell. So this is how you would add your steps for your funnels. And this is how easy it is to create a sales funnel fast for beginners. But the most important thing here is to make sure you have a product, a service, or if it's just a lead gen, but you need to have the items that you need to be upselling and downselling or adding an order bump to. So that's very important. And then the type of software that we're going to use or the plugins are pretty much WooCommerce, WordPress, and Cartflows. That's how easy it is. If you have any more questions regarding how to set up funnels on WordPress, please let me know in the video description below. So pretty much that's all I have for you in today's video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell notification. By doing so, you'll be notified when I release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.